Hi YouTubers, I'm back. It's Wednesday and that means it's a sewing day. So instead of going right in, I like to know my basics before I start anything. And I chose a simple pattern. It's McCall's. And it's an easy McCall pattern, so any beginner can sew it. That's my daughter in the background. She's in her kitchen cooking. I don't want to know what she's cooking. Trust me. I picked this dress, McCall. Now, you see it has two different illustrations. It has one with the lady dressed on, and then it has three other ones drawn. Now, the C is how it's going to look when you make it. These are pretty much illustrations, so it's giving you a kind of a concept idea of how it's supposed to look. And each pattern, each design has a letter on it. So, you know, C, I'm sorry, is that C? Yeah, that's C. C, D, A, and B. I prefer B. I think it's cute, but then again, A is cute too. So, this is what the beginning of front of your patterns. Now, there's different patterns. There are McCall's, there's Simplicities, there's so many different ones. And as you can see here on the side, it has an M, so that stands for McCall, and this is the number you look up when you go to like Hobby Lobby or any place that has patterns on for sale. Which Hobby Lobby do have patterns on sale. McCall's is normally $1.99. Simplicity is normally 99 cents. Just read the fine print on any place you go for your patterns, because there's always some specific things about it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I choose a pattern. Well, not choose a pattern. I'm going to show you how I highlight my areas for my pattern. So this is the pattern I'm going to show you. This is an easy one, so anyone can sew it, including beginners. So I'm going to go in the back right here. Let me get a little closer for you guys. Now, at the top right there, you see Mrs. Dresses and Belt. Now, this is giving you a little heads up on what type of material that you can use for this dressing. But Aya, would you please stop that? Thank you. You can talk to everybody later. Let me do this. Thank you. Shh. I tried to do it while she was taking her nap, but she wouldn't take a nap. Shh. Okay. So, this is, you know, and it has the letters Aya. No. It has the letters for each illustration. Aya. Okay, so you have A, B, C, D, E. Okay, you have those. Now it says for A pattern, which is this one. Can you see it? This one right here with the straps, the skitty straps. It says buttons and purchase trim and stuff. This will tell you what you need to purchase for each design. Each design, this will tell you. And then we go down, we have, you know, different measurements. You know, 6, we have size 6, 8, 10, and 12. Now, I'm going to tell you right here, right now, these measurements are not ready to sell measurements. So if you're thinking since you wear a size 6 in dresses, you're going to wear a size 6 in this pattern. That's not how it's going to work. These dresses are either built off a model or a mannequin. If it's built off a mannequin, they're doing from a size 8. So you want to do an 8 to get a 6. If you're smaller than a 6, you want to do a 6. That's how it goes. But still, keep an eye. I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. I can't even speak English. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you mine. No laughing how big I am. So, in dresses, I have a smaller top and a heavier bottom. So, I will need to highlight for my top would be a 12, because a 12 fits me nicely, but you know, I like to go just up a size just in case. So I'm going to do 14. So I want to do dress. What dress I want to do? I'm going to do dress A, just to have fun with that. It's going to be a series, guys. I'm going to do dress A. So I know my size, which is going to be a 12, but I want to go up one just to make sure. Now, as you see, A has 2 lines. It has 45 and 60, and it has some stars next to it. 45 and 60 will be the bolt, the fabric on the bolt of how long it is. You want to know your fabric bolts. Okay, that's going to be the next video, how to read a fabric bolt. I'm going to show you how to read one, and so you kind of get the concept of how to actually shop for your patterns and always come out perfect. That will be your fabric bolts on the side right here, and then as we go down, you see the belt. It has the same thing, the stars on the side, all right here with the letters. It's measurements for your fabric bolts, how long your fabric will be. Now here's the notions, meaning zippers, threads, you know, buttons, lace trim, that's all that. And then here's the measurements for the, here's your measurements for your, what's that thing called, guys? For your finished product. So these are the measurements that should be for your finished outfits. Now, if you are shaped differently in many ways, they're not going to be exactly on, but they're going to be close to it. But that's how it's going to be. Now on the back of here also, this is your, oh, you can't see it, can you? Can't see it, can you? There you go. These guys are the illustration in the front and back of your pattern pieces you're going to do. These are what they look like on the back. These are your back. These are your illustrations for your design. Now, like I said before, I'm going to show you how I do it. So let's say I'm going to do dress. Let's do dress A, like I said before. Okay, so I'm going to just say, take a highlighter. I use two different colors. I use orange and I use yellow to highlight what I'm going to be doing. Orange goes on the pattern envelope. Yellow goes on this pattern itself. That will be next week again. I'm going to show you how to highlight your proper measurements and stuff on the pattern, adjust it and make it so you fit it. So I'm doing A, right? So A has button and purchase trim. So I'm going to highlight that right there. Button and purchase trim for back bodice and lower bodice. That's what I need to get for my pattern A. Now I said I wear 14, I wear 12 up top, but I go a little higher. So I'll go to 14. So I will highlight how much fabric I need. And I normally pick 45 inches because I normally pick the cotton blend of it. Now my bottom is another story, so I need to subtract that from how much I really need for my top. So I wouldn't need 2 7/8 that you see right there. Can you see it, guys? I will actually need probably a yard and a half just for my top, because I'm kind of short up top. It depends on how tall and short you are. For the bottom, though, I will actually go up, so a yard and a half for my top, and then my bottom would be 7/8 divided by 6, 7. I will go with 2 yards for the bottom. So technically, I would need 3 yards. I'll do 3 yards. Yeah, I know it's a lot of fabric, but I have a heavier bottom. My butt is really big. It's most of the time when I pick the fabric for the outfit I'm using, it doesn't kind of fit where it needs to slay on my body. It's not always even, so I have to go up an extra yard to make sure I have enough of my fabric. Even if you do have too much excess over, save that, because you can use it for another project. And you can actually, I'm going to show you also how to make a Aya, sit down, please. Thank you. I'm going to show Aya, don't touch that. Shh. You're being rude. I'm going to show you how to make a swatch book as well. So I will go 3, just to make myself feel better. 3 yards of a pattern. Now remember, these patterns are long, so you're doing princess lines. But I might have the hands a little extra special, so I'm going to mix and match mine. I like doing extra stuff. I'll show you the design after that. Okay, so you will highlight how much yardage you need, and belt for C. Since I'm doing A, I don't need the belt for C, so we're good. If you want to do a belt, I don't see why not. You can do it. You don't just have to have it for C if you want. You can kind of put it for any one of the ones. I don't want a belt though. I don't need it. Okay, so fusible interfacing. You're going to need that. So, it's used for all of them. So, what you see right here, follow this right here. It says 7/8 a yard. I will go to a yard just because I had to do a little extra because my body measurements. And it says notions of the next one. It says notions right there for A, B, C, and D. So you're going to highlight, these are notions for all of them. Right here. The first one that says A, B, C, that's for every pattern design. So you need to highlight the notions that you need. So that you need that. And you also need a 3/8 to a half buttons too. So it says A right there. You need to highlight that. Don't forget to highlight your A at the bottom of your pattern illustrations too. See? Like that. So right now, this is the beginning of the process. Now for the next part. We're going to go inside the envelope. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you the patterns, but I'm going to show you something different. Oh my, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Alright, so this is the instructions. Here's your pattern pieces all folded up in this pretty grayish, brownish thingy pattern tissue. Okay, here's the instructions for your patterns. These are instructions to how you put your patterns together. Now, when I was in class at my school, what we learned was to highlight your instructions for your specific piece. Now, I'm moving from the orange highlighter onto my yellow highlighter. Okay, so I'm going to highlight letter A, because that's the one I'm doing. Can you guys see that A highlighted? Yes, you can. Alright. Make sure I have that highlighted. You're going to open it up. Now, I have two pieces. Let me back up some for you guys. Okay. See, I have two pieces. So that means since it has so many pieces in here, I'm going to have to, you know, kind of go through it. We're going to go through the first one with the pictures, the illustrations on them. Now, here's at the bottom right here. You see it has your dresses, A, B, C, D again. You're going to highlight the dresses, the pattern pieces that you need for your dress. So, here, bra front for A, B cup. We just need one. Piece 4. Don't do that. We need piece 4. We also need 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need 12 for our strap, and that's it on that. Now you're also going to go in and highlight your pieces that you need, that you had at the bottom. Highlight your pieces that you're at the top, just in case. So you can recognize your pieces when you go for sewing them. Because you don't want to be confused. Trust me, you do not want to be confused. We'll also need 7. Aya, what are you doing? 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay? So we got that done. This is going to show you also how to measure yourself for your cup sizes for A and B. See, it shows you how to do it. So I'm going to show you 2, but it also shows you 2 right there. We're not done with the highlighter, so don't put it away, guys. Next on is how to fold your fabric. See, right here? Here you want to fold your fabric the right way for your dress. Yay, good job. So we're doing dress A, so here's how we're supposed to fold it right here. Alright, can you see it? Hold on, let me just move that just right there. Okay, so here's dress A, a piece of how we're going to fold our fabric. Now, here's the fun part. We're only going to highlight the areas that are flipped, that has a shaded gray area. That means you need more than one piece for that fabric, for that pattern piece, but you need to do the opposite. So you see how 8 right here, let me put this right here. You see how 8 right here is facing up? When it has the dot and grayish design on it, that means you need to flip it from how the original, how it's supposed to be originally laid down. So we're only going to highlight the ones in this that needs to be flipped. And there you go. That's it. That's it for the first side. All of it has information here, guys. Okay, so now you're going to find all your sewing directions for your design. So right here it says sewing directions for pieces, dresses A, B, and C. Well, you're going to highlight this depending on your dress that you picked. I picked A, so I'm going to highlight this right here. I'm going to highlight all my instructions so I know what I'm going to be using. So yeah, go ahead and do it. So you don't get overwhelmed, because most people who start sewing, they get overwhelmed with all this. So you're going to highlight for every one that you're going to be doing. And we're going to make this dress, guys. This is a series. This is the first video. So go ahead and highlight your information until you get to a part where they don't want you to highlight. And highlight for your dress. Alright, that's it for that. This is how you prep yourself so you don't make any errors when you're sewing your items together. You don't want any errors. And I believe that's it, guys. That's it. We didn't prep everything, but we did prep the information that we did need. Alright, for this pattern piece. Now, I will be back Monday for another tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, leave comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time, and I'll see you Wednesday when we start the patterns itself and how to cut them out properly and use them. I'll show you what tools that you need to use for them, okay? Have a great day, guys.